Hi there, it's Shell and Clint.
Hey guys, look who's back.
I'm back. Oh, you guys, I'm still having some issues, but it's not as bad as it was. I had a really bad neck ache and stuff. Today we're going to do a watercolor. This is a fall type watercolor that Lindsay did on her channel. And we're just going to try to recreate that. I've had several people ask me when I was going to do some more watercolor. So I am using a watercolor paper. It's actually a greeting card by Arteza. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully my camera will stay charged. Maybe, would you want to run out and get the other cord? It's longer.
I can try.
Yeah, that way we still don't have heat out there, and I'm keeping all my watercolor stuff inside. So what I'm going to do is, hold on, let me grab my, okay, sorry guys. We are watching Lindsay's. I will put a video, a link to the video down below. But she did this about a month ago, and I've been wanting to do it, so I thought, you know, since all my stuff's inside and it's warm in here. So, but yeah, I did washi tape here. And I got some Arteza. How come that's so hard to open? I haven't done any watercolor in a long time because I was doing that one. All my watercolors came off. Probably not the same colors that she did, but you know what? That's making it your own. So. Okay, so we're going to wet our page down, paper down. This is 100% watercolor or cotton, and it's really dry here. So, you know, I'm still learning kind of what I want to do as far as the dryness and how to kind of deal with that here. So, and my setup and everything right now. There we go. But I mean, it's really dry, so there is some little hairs from my brushes, and I know she says don't pick at them now. You want to wait until it dries and then remove it.
I don't know which one's which. So I'll put it right here.
Little tiny hairs. They're going to get on my nerves though, aren't they?
Here we go.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Here.
We did try Clint's camera. It's just not working for us, so. And this camera is different because it has, oh, you can't do the app anymore, which is not fun.
Yeah, they don't have the app anymore for it. They sell the camera, but they don't have an app to run the gun camera.
Yeah, it's really, really annoying. So, I am going to use this blue. I'm just using a big brush. That's kind of what she's using. I'm just kind of watching her off to the side. But we do not want it that dark. Should have set this up differently. I'm having all kinds of issues. Oh, man.
Can you move that?
Well, I should have glued it down upside down so that
Oh.
this piece wasn't in my way, but that's okay. So I want this blue, but I do not want a lot of the blue, I don't think. A lot of the color. Yeah, there we go. And because our paper is still wet. See, you can't see the whole paper, can you? I don't know. All right. There we go. That'll be fine. I haven't done this in a while, can you tell? So she just did a circle like in the center. Okay, so now she's going to add, I think she does like the yellow. Uh-oh, I have a lot of blue in there. And then we're going to go around the edges. Like I said, I know I'm not going to have the same ones that she has because, oh, she used ochre, huh? She used yellow ochre, sorry guys.
Alright, card, man. Come up for one.
So we're going for a really soft look.
Hi, Artie. Honey.
I don't know, guys.
You gotta come up.
Okay, I'm gonna get some of that yellow ochre. No, no, no.
Gracie.
Yellow ochre is a little bit browner, kinda, so we're gonna add that. Gracie. Daddy, you're gonna have to get her, I think. I know, I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Yeah, I can probably.
I would do. That's what I had to keep doing.
Go see Daddy.
Okay, I got it. Because now,
Okay, thank you, sir.
sweetie, she just doesn't need you up there. She doesn't need you.
Okay, so the only green, she's using a green now, and we're gonna go with the green, which is sap green, is what I'm doing. And she's kind of making that a little bit darker. So yeah, this is just a really fast, hopefully a fast project. She did it in like 29 minutes or something,
Gracie,
and
no.
so I am just...
Dang it.
Should I put her in the bathroom with her treat food? No?
Okay.
So,
Her and Bubba.
yeah. No, I don't want you to drink that, baby. It might not be good. I tell you guys.
Where that little Wilbur is.
So what I haven't found yet is my, that looks pretty good. I haven't found my heat tool. I don't know where it is, so we're still kind of... I don't think she went this dark, but we're going to go this dark. And kind of... So it'll be kind of fun to see how this turns out. But I really wanted to do this for the... really wanted to do this because we are doing those fall pages, the fall journals.
Okay.
And I thank you, Daddy. I wanted to do this so I could throw one of these in with them, with one of them anyways. So I kind of like that. Okay, so she's still doing it on wet background. And I'm going to switch to a different brush. And we're going to add some tree trunks. So, I don't know what color. Okay, burnt umber is what she's using. I'm just talking, watching her. I think it's this color. There we go. Our paper's still wet, so we want to kind of go ahead and still do that, use that, so. And these are going to be like in the distance. Like I said, I don't know if this will turn out, but we'll see. kind of fun though, you know, just kind of relaxing and just kind of do what you want to do. And it's been, you know, things are starting to get crazy again, I think, and some of my friends on Facebook are having issues finding toilet paper, so you guys might want to look for some if you have that issue.
Oh dear.
I know, it's crazy. My sister's like, Michelle.
Yeah.
So hopefully these will turn out like what Lindsay did. I don't know. Just making some far away kind of.
Toilet paper is white gold.
It is, and it's sad, isn't it, that it's sad that people are just doing it again, you know. So this is going to be really light, and so when it dries, it's going to look like your trees are kind of far away, which will be kind of fun. Because it's really light. I'm just kind of copying her. Isn't that cute? Okay, I'm okay with that. So we're going to darken our color. It's really bright blue. You can kind of see it on the video. We're going to make a darker. So those are going to be like back in the background. And then we're going to kind of make like a darker color for sure. Clint.
Tweezers there, baby.
Oh, I got it.
How to use it to get the paper off.
Oh, those things, yeah. And then I'm going to add a little bit of green to that just because I think that's going to make a big difference as far as my color. Of course, I added way too much green. Okay, let's try that again. I haven't been practicing as much as I want to because I've been trying to get, you know, the Haven done and stuff, so I just haven't. Plus I did Inktober, so that was kind of.
Yeah, that took a lot of time.
It took a lot of time. Okay, I'm kind of happy with this color. It's really dark and it's kind of more concentrated. So this is going to make our trees a little bit darker. There we go. So I hear critters crying.
Yeah. That's Bubby though. He's moving.
Oh, okay. I think it was too dark. I mean too wet. Okay. But yeah, definitely go check out Lindsay's channel. It's Lindsay the Frugal Crafter. And I'm just listening to her and going by this. I'm just kind of adding a little bit here and there just to kind of get a dark color. I don't want it really, really dark, but I want it, you know, it's a little bit different. Like I said, I'm not that great with mixing colors, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, we're just kind of getting some tree trunks, some a little bit darker than the ones that we have in the background. It's really fun though to do things like this and not have to really think, just kind of enjoy yourself and pull out your paints, kind of play with them and see what you can come up with. Do what, baby?
I got bitty card.
Oh, you got bitty purred.
We haven't had
Yeah, so see, that's green. It should be brown. It is. It's fine, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course it is. It can be like a fairy tale land, right? Maybe, huh?
What are you making anyway?
Making a card.
I know, but what's the subject?
Just fall scene.
Oh, okay, cool.
Kind of like a misty fall scene. So it's going to be kind of like in the, you know, like maybe early morning or something. Okay, now she's using a sponge. So what I'm going to do, I have sponges. Yay me! So I am going to go get those. And she's going to try to do another layer, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I guess we'll find out. Oh. My paint's really dry now. I'm in a really dry area, so this is really going to really dry. So let me go grab those sponges, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did get a sponge, and we're going to use some of this brown and some of my yellow ochre. So I'm just going to do a bunch of this burnt umber, and then, boy, those really smell.
I can actually smell that from here.
The sea sponge, I was telling Clint, a friend a long time ago, she's moved since and I haven't kept in touch with her,
Sophia.
but she told me to get sea sponges for some painting classes, and I did, and I've never ever even opened the bag. And man, that is smelly.
Come on, you don't get up there.
Smelly right now.
That's good. Yeah, I seriously can smell that.
Yeah, you can really smell that. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm also going, I think I'm going to use this brush. Get some of this yellow ochre. There's a lot of green in that, isn't there? That's okay though, because, but like I said, Lindsay's using like browns, blues, and kind of a gray. So, and then you take your sponge and you're just going to kind of dip it in there. And then we're going to kind of go around our area. You know, I did not get near enough paint. Okay, that wasn't enough paint for anything. It's not bad, but it's not doing what I want. Okay, we're going to try to, that's also supposed to give us a little bit of dimension, a little bit of texture looking, but I'm still having issues, so I don't know really. There we go. I'm going directly in the pan. So, and we're going to kind of go around. It's kind of looking misty, which is what we're going for. So, I kind of like that. The brown. Really should have grabbed my like my dried pieces, but I really just wanted to use this kit and not have to pull out a bunch of stuff, you know. So, hope you guys are doing pretty well. We're having a blast here, doing all kinds of stuff. I made all kinds of stuff today. I made a chocolate cake because I've been craving chocolate, and we'll freeze that, and then, you know, part of it. And then I made Clint some caramel.
Yummy.
And we'll freeze that. And it's just caramel sauce. It seriously takes like 5 minutes once you bring it up to a boil.
I just have it with some milk.
Yeah, Clint likes that with milk. But I've really been craving chocolate, and I thought, well, I could make chocolate brownies, but I really didn't have the stuff I needed for that. And here I'm going to try to make like a gray, if I can remind myself what colors I need to kind of make a gray. And this is going to kind of add like a misty touch. It kind of already looks misty, which is kind of cool. I got all my water things. You can tell I haven't done this in a while. I'm all over the place. You guys are probably like, oh my gosh, Michelle. There we go. Let's just do that. That'll be fine. Okay. I will, and you know, it's going to do what, Daddy?
It's need to practice.
It's way too wet though. It's going to leave blooms, which you do not want.
Blooms are bad. Even though they're pretty, they're bad.
Yeah, see, it already took up my paper. I hope Lindsay doesn't see this. She'll be like, Michelle, what a mess. But Lindsay, you taught me everything I know. Oh, geez. But yeah, so we're going to just put colors here and there and everywhere. However you want to, just slap it down. Who cares? Nobody cares. Let's get some of that deep green. There we go. Well, you know, if I wasn't a nut, they'd think they were on the wrong channel.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, who are we watching? This isn't the Michelle we know.
Why is she so quiet? And yeah. Okay, I'm okay with that. Is that a mess or what? I got to get more brown in there. I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to scrunch out my sponge. And you know what?
What? Sorry, couldn't resist.
I am going to, I think I'm just going to use this and just dab, right? We could dab.
A little dab will do ya.
Well, just to get some brown. I'm not getting it with the sponge. I'm making a big mess. I'm sure everyone is laughing at me.
They're not laughing at you. They're laughing with you.
You guys are laughing with me. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't laughing.
We're not laughing, Michelle. You're so funny, Michelle. So, if you guys watched the video a couple of days ago, if you're on Facebook, Clint posted on there that we had some really good news. Well, the good news was...
surprise.
A surprise. The surprise was that he actually finished the cover. It was so funny because everybody's like guessing, oh no, what is it?
She'll break it.
Did somebody say that?
Someone say that, yeah. That was funny. They're thinking, oh my God, that's too funny.
Yeah, I could not get pregnant, yeah.
No
baby for us,
exciting,
and the only baby that we have is our cats. So.
No, I was just so thrilled that I actually got it done.
Yeah.
And how it looked.
He was really happy. So I think this still might turn out, you know what, let's kind of lighten some of those colors. It'll lighten as it dries. And what I'm going to do, I think, is look for, I just don't want like blobs. I want them to look more natural, more organic looking. So I'm going to do that. We're going to let this dry for a minute, and then we'll be back and we're going to finish it up. Wish me luck. Okay guys, we have, this is now dried. I put it on the heater so I didn't have to disturb the cats in the bathroom where Clint's gave them treats and stuff. And I mixed up a kind of like a dark brown. So I ended up using burnt umber, a little bit of sap green, and some of this blue, I can't remember, phthalo blue. So, and this is going to be our front tree. And I thought, you know, yeah, that's nice. And these are colors we've already used. We haven't got anything new. It's just you kind of have to play around, get to know your colors, and that's something I kind of really need to do. And what I'm going to do is just kind of make it bigger than our other colors or our other trees because it's closer. So of course, you know, you want them to be kind of big and like that.
No, no, no.
So I'm going to put some branches. Let's see, I am using a number 8 round. You can get pretty skinny branches with, you know, rounds and stuff. So different sizes, which is kind of cool. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and put one here just to kind of bring that in, kind of frame out the piece. And perfect. I don't feel like I'm rushing now. I felt like I had to rush on the other one. But, and one thing she was saying is, you know, you don't want to cover up like all your layers. So you kind of want to build up, but still be able to see the back layer and, you know, the second layer and stuff, because you don't want to cover them all up, because that's the whole point, you know. So, of course, you also don't want it to be like see-through, do you? I can see through that tree to the next one. Probably not a good idea. Huh, are you laughing at me?
No, no,
Oh.
I'm looking at this ugly rat rod.
So I think my paint's dark enough to kind of, and we're going to put foliage and stuff on it, so it'll be kind of nice. And you know, I think it'll look really pretty when it's done. Hopefully. If not, and I love this about Lindsay, she's like, if you don't like it, put something in the center, put a saying on it, mail it away. Somebody will be happy to get
Yeah.
a piece of your artwork, and you never have to look at it again.
So true.
So I think that's kind of funny.
Good way to look at.
Yes, definitely. I hope I have enough of that paint. I tried to make extra just to make sure I had enough, you know. While this was drying. And just a little tree here on the edge. And then we are going to use some gouache for this. I don't have a lot of colors of gouache, but we're going to try it and see what we have, because that's what Lindsay used. And gouache is like a more opaque watercolor. So I think that will work really nice. I kind of feel like I needed that a little bit thicker there. But yeah, so I made a cake and I made some caramel for Clint. We chased chicken, but you guys have already seen that video by now. It was really funny.
She's been out for a couple months.
She has been out, and we could not get her back in. And so we're just kind of, Clint's like, today's the day.
Well, it's getting colder, and I think.
Yeah, it is really getting cold. And
I'm sure she goes in with the goats at night, so.
I would think so. I'm just mixing in a little bit darker just to kind of add a little bit more depth to this. And, you know, like shade. Because I don't think I could get like a black. I don't know. I'm not that great with mixing yet. You know, it is definitely a, you gotta play with your colors. And we're gonna cover up a bunch of this because we are gonna put leaves and stuff, so that's fun. Okay, I wanna go ahead and darken some of this. Just add in some of that dark color. There we go. Okay, and now I'll pull out my gouache. I'm gonna flip this. See if my colors fall out all over the place. Okay, and we're gonna work here. she's using some yellow and red, which I do have Winsor Newton designer gouache. I don't even know if I've ever opened them. I know I've opened the white, but I don't know if I've opened any of the other colors. So, let's open the red. So yeah, it's still a watercolor, it's just, it might be dried up. Nope, it's good. I don't think I'm gonna need a lot. And yellow, and then we can make some orange. Out of those two colors. If I can open it. There we go. But yeah, I've been watching Hallmark shows and people are so cute. They're like, Michelle, you gotta watch this. And Cindy, oh my gosh, I love the Royal Holiday. I keep forgetting to text you and tell you. But man, I loved that show. Did you get a chance to watch it? Because I think I watched it like 5 times so far. Clint always laughs at me. Are you watching that again? Yes, I am. Leave me alone.
Oh, Lord. How she does that, I don't know. But we do watch MASH every once.
We do watch MASH a lot, and if it's really good, I like to watch it a lot. You know? I mean, if there's nothing else, and some of the Hallmark videos, I don't know about you guys, but some of them I'm like...
The actors are horrible.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching this one again. Or not again, but I always finish it because that's just what I do.
See, me, I'd say, oh, the heck with this one.
Yeah, Clint's like, I ain't watching that. And I'm like, oh, you gotta watch it and find out what happens.
I don't care what happens. It's a horrible movie.
I'm gonna trim this sponge just because I feel like it's way out of hand. Oh man, what did I drop? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that's really dry. I'm gonna use that gouache. Again, that's kind of like an opaque watercolor. And we're just gonna kind of add some foliage. Ooh, that is so pretty. Just kind of like in the background, not all over the place, but just, you know, kind of to frame it out a little bit. Let's see, I need a little bit more yellow. Is that what I dropped? Okay, here's the yellow. And then we're just going to kind of do some little leaves kind of through the, yeah, is that what you're doing?
Pretty fast tracked.
So there's like some branches, some, what am I thinking? Some bushes and stuff. I think I'm going to kind of tone it down a little bit like that, and then we'll come back in with the, it's really pretty. Got a little bit of that red, and mainly orange I think is what we're going for. These, I'm gonna say these are aspen trees because that's what we have here. So just a couple little kind of branches. And who are you talking to?
Her or Sophia.
We don't have a lot of red leaves. We have a few, but most of them are the orange or the, that's a pretty, you know, just going to kind of play, dab, and make it look how you want it to look. I don't want too big of splotches, you know, just kind of little ones. Lindsay has like a whole pan of gouache, and I haven't decided if I want, you know, to get into that, though it is watercolor, and I love the watercolor. I just think it's so pretty. But, you know, you kind of have to stop somewhere. But I know I don't want to do oils, so that's kind of where I'm stopping. It's just not getting oils and stuff.
Boy, we've got a heck of a lot of tickets
Today?
Yes.
Hmm. A long day when you guys are, well, you actually won't see this. We'll be back from our long day probably. Oh, I'm loving how this is looking. So, gouache is a lot like, what am I thinking? Acrylics. So it's kind of that opaque, but it's water soluble or whatever it's called. Isn't that pretty? I'm loving that. So just kind of spreading it out. This side I feel like is more pulled together than this other side. So it's kind of, you know, you just kind of play along and kind of see what you can, I mean, just kind of play with it and do what you want to do.
Yeah, I texted it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, put it on silent so we don't have to.
Okay. Yeah, because I doubt anyone else is. So I do want it to come together a little bit more in the center. I need more yellow. I'm not happy with all that red. It's way too red. More yellow. I really want like the edges kind of, because when we take off that washi tape, I think that's going to be really pretty, you know. Okay, I really like this side. I think it's pretty. I don't feel like it's kind of overdone or anything. This side maybe a little bit, but I mean, it's nature, you know. How bad is that? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the green, which is this one. Oh no, I think we want this, don't we? Windsor Newton green. Gouache. It's probably enough. Was laughing. I know some of you guys have talked about it on the other channel, or on one of my other videos, that somebody said that I'm a hoarder, and I was laughing because, you know, we don't have a lot of stores nearby, so it's really nice to have stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do this or that, or, you know, you can just easily just kind of go and do what you need to do.
I didn't think,
no, it kind
of irritated me because she needs to stop and think. There's two crafters in this house.
Well, I think she doesn't know us at all,
and
so, you know, that's the whole thing.
We do multiple crafts. We're not just junk journalers.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she should have kept her mouth shut.
Well, it just wasn't, yeah.
Was it? I don't think it was proper.
It wasn't.
But I didn't say anything. I almost did, but I let it alone.
Well, and yeah, I think it was just a lot of, you know, just somebody who didn't know what we do. And if you're a junk journaler, you do know that you're going to have a lot of stuff,
yeah,
because, you know, I mean, that's just, some people have actually dropped the craft of junk journaling because it is so messy and they're just not happy with it, you know, and so it's kind of like there's way too much stuff. Well, you know, I like the stuff, so I don't know.
Yep.
I like the stuff. So I'm just kind of mixing some in. This was obviously when there was more green in the...
We did have wonderful comments, though.
We did, and you guys were so sweet, because some of them were like,
so
yeah.
I appreciate that.
I probably should have mixed that green. Don't you think it's really bright? That's okay. It is what it is, huh? Let's add a little bit of color up here. I remember watching this, and she's like, oh, I didn't want to put a lot of color up there, but it's fine. It's fine, isn't it? So, But yeah, I was thinking, you know, at least I have stuff to do with, you know, what I want to do when I want to do it. It's not, yeah. And the good thing about using this gouache is you can go over something that you don't like these I felt were really too green. So I'm going to add some colors to them, or go over them, because you know how they have the little branches like that. Probably really messed it up, but it is what it is. Somebody's going to get that book and promptly toss this aside.
What book? Oh, yeah.
I'm going to toss it in with the book, yeah. They're going to be like, Instead of thinking, oh, this is a Michelle original mess. Sorry. You guys know how I am. I'm just like, it is what it is, huh?
Yep.
But yeah, I found some really cute Hallmark movies. I've really enjoyed watching them. And what's funny is I've seen some that I've never seen before, and they're like several years old. So I'm watching ones that I haven't watched before. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, what do you think? I think it actually, I'm looking up at the camera, and you know what? I like it. I kind of like it. I want some more yellow, I think, in there. I don't know. I'm not happy with that part, but it is what it is. But when I see it on camera, it doesn't, I don't feel like it's as bad as I think it is. So I'm gonna just kind of again, I am still using that gouache, and that's what is going, is allowing me to kind of cover up any mistakes, things like that. I really like that. And then she goes back, and she ended up putting some more color up here at the top, but I don't know. I think she did that because she accidentally did this color right here. So maybe we'll do a little bit of, I really don't want the red. I just feel like the red is so overpowering. I really want it orange more than red. And then we'll just put some orange, just kind of scatter it around. Just the leaves and stuff. Imagine the colors have pretty much changed everywhere if they're changing. I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Like in California and stuff? I don't know.
Yeah, like Louisiana and stuff. I wonder when they
I wonder when their colors change. If you guys are in Louisiana, let me know. Because, ours changed early. And she put this up about when ours were changing. And I was like, I've got to do that video. Or do a card out of that. And so yeah, it's kind of pretty though. I kind of like it. It's kind of fun. It's really fun actually. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so now I think, I'm not listening to her or anything, but she did add like some more branches. So we're going to mix up some more. I'm going to put this over here. Let that soak in my water because I think we're done with the sponge. Look at my paints, they just fell out. If you guys are painters, let me know how to, I need to contact Lindsay and ask her how to keep my paints in place. Glue. Somebody said like agar gum or something, so it won't mess up the paints. Or even some glycerin maybe. I don't know. I need to talk to Lindsay. That's so pretty. I'm loving that. Okay. You're either with me or you're like, I don't know what she sees, but that looks awful. Okay, burnt umber, I think is what this is. Just a dab of phthalo blue. You don't want very much because it will really See how dark that is? And just a little hint of the sap green. And then look how dark. Isn't that pretty? Oh, you can't even see it. Never mind, take my word for it. There it is. See how dark that is? And then she kind of did like some branches, like to connect some of these bushes and stuff, I think. It's too wet. You want it really dry. Yeah, but kind of connect some of the trees. Okay, here we go. Just kind of put them in there. Any place you feel like, you know, you need something else, now's a good time. But you want to do this, I know she always says, when you're getting to the end of your painting, don't go overboard, you know. Don't do anything, don't add any new colors or anything like that. So you want to kind of be sparingly. See, Lindsay, I'm learning. I'm sure she doesn't have time to watch anybody, or not my video for sure. So I'm just kind of connecting some of the leaves so that I don't feel like they're, you know, just floating in midair. And then she comes back and she pulled up a bunch of grass down here at the bottom. So my tape's kind of coming off. And I think I'm gonna, no, I don't want that dark of grass. I think I'm pretty happy with it though, you know. Maybe put a couple of branches and stuff up in here. And where are you supposed to sign your name? Oh, there will be a white border around. I guess I could sign that. Because these two, I mean, it's okay that they're really dark because, you know, there's going to be in shadow, shade, and stuff. Kind of like that. Okay, let's call that good. And then we're going to add some grasses coming up from the bottom. So let's kind of flip this again. Okay. And we're going to use some of our gouache. Just some, it's too wet. Can't really tell where my grass is coming and my washi tape is. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm just going to kind of mash up some of this gouache here, because you do not want to introduce any new colors. Remember that towards the end, because if you do, then you kind of have to make it kind of go together and stuff. You need to put that color all over. See, I think I have too much paint in there. That's okay. We don't need a lot of grass, right?
There's green grass out there.
Outside?
Yeah, I was looking at when I was watering.
Wow. So I'm just kind of putting some grasses, maybe some yellowish green.
Boy, I'll tell you what, this cat's man.
I know, I can hear them. Okay. Oh, stresses me out. Just kidding. Not too bad. I think it kind of looks cute. We're going to let this dry. And then when I come back, we are going to remove the tape. So, wish me luck.
Oh my God.
I'll be right back.
Can I read this real quick?
Okay. Someone's going to read something.
This is a comment. Was asking fabric department person where the fusible web was and couldn't remember what it was called. So I said, the sticky crap that sticks fabric to things, and she understood what I wanted when I said sticky crap.
Robin, you're hilarious.
Oh, I love it, Robin. That's Robin Jamaski.
Oh, okay.
You made my day, Robin.
Robin,
Love
you are hilarious.
Oh, that was
Robin's
awesome.
my dear friend in Maine.
Oh, God, I needed that. That was awesome. I have such a bad influence on people. I really am.
Okay, we're going to let this dry. I'm going to clean all this gouache up.
Oh,
And I don't know. I'll be right back.
That's out.
Okay, guys. So
So good.
we had to let the cats out because they're screaming and crying and everything.
Oh.
So I still can't find my heat tool. I think I mentioned that. So I'm just hoping that my washi tape isn't on there too good. That it, runs it. Obviously, I was a little off. Cool. It's not super sticky tape, so it's coming off. And isn't that so fun just to see that white border?
Jeannie Hanley on our Facebook page called me a cheese because of the surprise. Just we need to write on there what the surprise is.
Aw. What do you guys think? I think
Let
it
me
turned
see.
out so pretty.
Hey, I think it looks good. They ain't gonna throw that away. That's awesome.
So are you going to throw it away if you get it with your, if somebody gets one of those journals?
Oh,
Might have to do another one so I can send one with each one.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's really pretty. I love that. And then I'll sign it like right down here. I always forget to sign things. So I think it turned out so good. And then I'll write you a little message in there. So I hope you guys liked this. It was really fun to just kind of get messy and not have to, think about getting a whole bunch of supplies out in the shed and bringing them in the house because we still have no heat out there. So I thought I'm going to do a watercolor. I haven't done one in a while, and I think it turned out really cute. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you guys. Thanks for visiting. Cutscenes.